The crowd's letting him have it with the booze, and Adnan's over there just shouting, no, 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 like that's going to change their minds.
Why did Adnan keep saying no, no, no to the crowd's boos? Because even he realized that teaming up with old man Verne Gagne was like trying to win a race with a flat tire.
Or like jumping into a relay race and realizing your partner just handed you a baton made out of lead. You're going nowhere fast.
All right, I'm still standing. Adnan just didn't appreciate greatness when it was standing next to him in the ring.
Greatness? I mean, Verne, the only thing standing was the crowd, so they could boo louder. Even Adnan looked like he wanted to take himself out and head for the parking lot.
Hey, Dad, at least you still had the crowd invested. Sure, they were booing, but that's better than crickets, right?
Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe Adnan just didn't understand that sometimes greatness takes time to appreciate.
Greatness or not, Verne, you might want to reconsider dragging Adnan along for the ride. Next time, maybe bring someone who doesn't need to shout no to drown out the boos.
I take my coat off and boy, I slam Adnan into that steel cage at the Metrodome like I'm 30 years younger.
Yeah, Verne, but I gotta ask, why are you wearing those trunks? Will you please cover up those chicken legs? We're trying to run a wrestling show, not a poultry farm.
I was going to say, Dad, those legs are straight out of the Coop era. If the wrestling thing doesn't pan out, there's always a career in chicken feed commercials.
Very funny, boys. Look, I gave the people what they came to see, a fight. Did you see Adnan trying to climb out of the ring? I had to go after him. He was bleeding before the bell even rang.
Yeah, Verne, we saw. And then you do a little jump for joy like it just popped the guy's ketchup packet. Oh, real subtle.
Let's not forget the gun belt, Dad. You pulled that sheet off Adnan, took his belt, and started pistol whipping him like you were starring in Gunsmoke. I think you stomped the guy more times than you wrestled him.
Hey, it's all legal in the cage. I followed up with a chop, a knee drop, and bam, a sleeper hold. But Adnan kicked out, so I hit him with the good old inside cradle. 1, 2, 3, match over.
Match over? Verne, you no-sold half the guy's offense. You wrapped that up faster than a drive-through order. 6 minutes and 54 seconds? God almighty, the crowd didn't even have time to get bored.
Or invested. You know, Dad, you could have at least let the future Iraqi war general look a little credible. Instead, you made it look like you were speed-running the match for a lunch break.
All right. Larry Nelson interviewed me after, and I might have been a little gassed, but come on, I'm still standing, right?
Oh, Verne, you weren't just gassed. You were practically wheezing into mic. 5 minutes in the ring, and now you already sound like you're auditioning for a COPD commercial.
Yeah, Dad, the story of how to put the audience to sleep faster than a bedtime lullaby.
All right, Verne, but first things first. Why do you sound so gassed during your interview with Larry Nelson? 5 minutes in the ring, and you're huffing and puffing like a 90-year-old trying to climb up a flight of stairs.
Hey, Joe, 5 minutes for me is like 1 minute for every decade I've been alive. Cut me some slack. You try wrestling in a cage when you're my age.
And then you said, Dad, that this is the last one. I hope for sure, definitely the last one. Dad, come on. Even your retirements have more false finishes than your matches.
Look, I meant it this time. Maybe. What can I say? Wrestling runs in my blood. But yeah, for sure. Probably it's the last one.
I mean, what the heck was that? 4 minutes? I can live with a short match, but ending a revenge match with a small package? That's like watching an action movie where the big showdown ends with a polite handshake.
Exactly, Dad. This should have been you, absolutely demolishing Sheik Adnan. Chairs, cages, punches, the works. Instead, we got a couple of cage shots, a few weak punches, and then bam, a small package like you were wrapping up leftovers.
Oh, Verne, you had the perfect setup for a huge payoff, and you gave us the wrestling equivalent of a firework that doesn't go off. And of course, you retire again right after the match. Oh, so shocking.
At this point, Dad, your retirement tour has had more stops than a Greyhound bus. You keep saying it's the last one, but we all know you'll be back, probably with another small package finish to wrap it up.
I'm not being sorry to be sorry. I give this match a grade of a D-. 4 minutes of nothing, no revenge payoff, and no reason to care. The only revenge here was you taking it out on the audience this time. At least the crowd got a good workout booing at the end.
Hey, now, it's not about the length of the match. It's about the storytelling. And you know what? I told my story, sort of.
Yeah, Dad, the story of how to put the audience to sleep faster than a bedtime lullaby.